Let's just get right to it on a no market Thursday. A few things to talk about. Otherwise, I probably would have not even logged on today. But let's just get right to it with Bitcoin. I know everyone's thinking, like, what the heck's going on here? I'm not. We got the dot. That's what we were waiting on. We literally just got it. What was that? About an hour ago, hour and a half ago. This was exactly the dot we were waiting on the 4-hour chart. It's not a surprise. Not a biggie. You know, back down to that 96, now 93.8. And so what's here? It's the dot. We got some green arrows finally. 2 of them to be specific. And, you know, we're still in the vacuum. We're still in this 2-week thing where not much is going to happen until we can get on with it with some new people in power. So great to see everybody on Thursday, on a nothing Thursday. Really surprised they closed the market, but it happens. Great to see everybody. David, what's up? Wayne, Kat, Mr. Ken, Lawrence, everyone, DJ, Victoria, the crew, Agelio. What are you guys doing today? Kind of weak. It's been a really kind of like an off start to the year between the new year coming on like a Thursday or a Wednesday and then a disrupted first full week. I guess maybe we can't even consider this a full week. Maybe the first full week will be next week. Regardless, we have a few things to look at. I'm not going to be here long. You guys can, maybe I'll let you guys kind of control the show today and tell me what you want me to look at. But let me just kind of rip through the Bitcoin deal, which is this. Bat pattern right here. Okay, 96K was the target. Was target 1 off of here, and then we said bring us a dot. Well, we go to target 2, and just for a little extra measure, we come back and retest that bat pattern. There's the dot. So here's the big thing to think about. Can't send you, home alone on a weekend without any little, Scott comment, but what I am looking for literally right here, right now, is the retest of what is called the open bar trigger, this dot, and then bang on the 4-hour chart. 93,491. We could hit that as we're speaking, but it's a big deal. So come back, retest that area around 93, 93.4. 93.5. It's got to hit. So 93.4, and then start the turnaround. We've seen it before. We'll get it again. It happens like that, but it's kind of like this. There's the last 4-hour bull trigger. We had some other patterns a bit lower, but look, after this dot comes in, we really should be seeing a stabilization. People are freaking out. People are saying, oh, I think it's going back to, here we go again. I think it's going back to 60K. I think it's going back to 70K. I think it's going back to 80K. No, it's right here at 93.5. 93.3 WMMR. Philadelphia. That's probably 93.3. I like that. 92.8 is the other XA. That's the big bat pattern that started from October. And we're back at a full 886 retrace. I know people are really bothered by it. And I think because everyone is looking up. You're all looking like, when is a million coming? Doesn't work like that. We stair step. I'll tell you what it is becoming more and more. 1618 at 1025 by the inauguration. Well, we hit it, and we're probably digesting this 1618. Monthly 1618. Okay, nature, God is speaking to us and saying, I have come as far as I want to go for this moment in time. And I need a little break. I need a respite. I need some consolidation at 1025 on the weekly. That's fair. That's how it goes. That's how it works. 1025 by the inauguration. I said that 15 months ago. Okay, and it hit. And now we're pausing. So what? We've been there before. We'll do it again. I said that last time. We are in a vacuum. And I think everyone wants it so bad right now. They want it. They want it, People just want it. And they want it to happen now. And you got to have patience. A teacher taught me that long ago. Got to learn that. A little patience, part of the stair-step process. And I kind of been saying that to my private crew, where it's just like, guys, I don't have a lot to offer up until we digest this. And then I think that's maybe 50% of the battle as a trader, is just having the patience to ride through these natural market mechanisms, because that's what they are. Yes, we will get to 116, 115, 1902 overspill. And we will accelerate above 115 when that happens. But in the meantime, we're like this. There's your zone. Let's color it red just so we're clear. Okay, a little bearish, reddish, pinkish zone right there in the spot. Just kind of consolidating, grinding, just rubbing against that 1025. Not a much there. You're seeing, 1 month, 2 month, big red bar come up, retest 1025, reject one more time. I've been saying the zone is between 96 and 115. It probably still is. It's probably, more like 92 or 93 to 102 in the short term. It's just like that. So, I can't shill something that's not ready to be shilled. And as always, you have to trade the market when it's ready to be traded. And this market, to go long at the moment, not ready to be traded. Very close, even on the daily stuff here. So let's get back really quick. I mean, we have concrete signals. Here's Bitcoin signal. We had a bearish pattern. Okay. Then we had confirmation there. Then we had a bullish counter arrow, which sent us well above from the 95, 90 test to finally hit 102.5. Goes sideways. We 30 bar break it. We get another dot, arrow, dot. We didn't get the check back. Okay, then we go up and we have another counter dot. So this is well contained within the range. It's still failing. The pattern still fails. And then we're checking back. So that should be it. I mean, really, if this is a failed bearish pattern drag out scenario, we're retesting the open bar trigger. And that's right here, right now. 93,500, let's call it. 93,500. And that's, so now let's do that today. And then there's still plenty of time here. And then let's continue to monitor on the 4-hour chart, which is there. Okay. Can we start another, off this retest of this low zone? Are we going to the hop level at 88,376? Maybe. I don't really think so. I want to see the stabilization. Here's a couple of other important, interesting kind of facts. Here's our good old HSI right at the 50 line. That's a good sign. That's a really good sign. Like right there at the 50. Right at the spot it's supposed to be to crack it. With a dot. Only with HSI, folks. That's been our real saving grace. Okay, I think it's important to understand that. That 50 level has to happen to get us in business, and beyond that, when we start making the assessments on literally this bar. Like this is bar 0, that's bar 1. And here you are, you're about to check back and retest that as we speak. So if you're not with the software and you're here, folks, this is it. You missed all the discounts, sorry. I'm going to give people a gold membership for a month, but get the trial. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. That's all I'm going to say about that. Everyone else, if you're brand new, just become a basic member, because there are new people that aren't signed up as basic members. They get the software and they say, well, where do I get the resources? Just click register now, and then you're in business and everything's there. And I'm so done with that kind of the marketing on that. So let's get back to why I do the show is the charts, to show you guys like this. Okay, there it is, that just hit. We just checked back to the 93,500 level, literally right now. There's the 5-minute chart. There's the check back. Everything. What's the 5-minute look like? A little deep crab. That's at 92.7. Okay. We really want to just completely focus in on super long term. We know this is a big deal right here. Okay, that's the big check back. Maybe the 5-minute chart comes back as low as 92.7. That's another $500. And then we look at it like that. Okay? I can't go any lower than the 5-minute chart. Thank you. Thank you, David. Thank you, Justin. Thank you, Victoria. Word up, Echo Leaf. What's up, Wayne Batson? Welcome back. Thanks. Yep, that's the deal. I think what a part of the crypto scene is like, we want to be in party mode all of the time. And then people get like depressed if it's not a full-on party. I mean, you're dealing with a hangover still, folks, from the November Thanksgiving to Christmas kind of party that went down. And you got to pay to play. You can't have Michael Saylor fat finger long everything. And this is how we do it. We got to line up the patterns, the 4 hours there, the dailies there. This was all the vacuum we talked about on Tuesday. Let it fall, let it come in. Okay. And it's still a big pattern. This is still a big deal up here. And we still have, in fact, I would say this. With what's this? Binance US. So now you have 2 oversold signals against that bearish zone. And this is a stretched out zone losing its mojo. I will say that failed harmonic patterns are probably the most challenging aspect of discerning if a pattern's going to work or not. But those are clear signals. I mean, everything is there. All of your HSI stuff says 92, 93. You know, it's just not, it's like, it's 93. It's 93 area. So be aware of all of that. And then daily time frames like this, could we get one more oversold on the daily? Yeah, we could. Daily breaking the 50 level at least, but we'll just see. We'll just see. We haven't had any oversold amplified in since the last reading back in September, and each of the continuation lows on amplified daily did not hit there in September. Second one October, and then the December run, not so much, but you guys get the picture. It's just a stretched out situation. That's it. No, we're not ready to go to the moon, man. What's up, Westy? How are you? Appreciate everybody showing up today on a really super low key, no market Thursday. Crypto. Gotta love the fact that crypto never sleeps. I think for all of us degenerate chart traders, that's something that's it's never lost on me. Like the 24/7 market of crypto. Love it. You always want a little scratch the itch. Go to crypto. But we are here, and I like the fact that that's exactly the point I was talking about on Tuesday. Right there. Bang. Okay. Thank you, teacher. Very good. Well done. And now let's just let that kind of do its check back, do its thing. And then we will deal with this probably like over the weekend. I would be looking for the turnaround maybe starting tomorrow or tonight. We're doing the check back move. That's it. And we'll know by tomorrow. Is this going to go deeper than where we are currently? It could. I'm not expecting much than this retest, right there. That open bar trigger, again, that's 92.8. Here we go with the different data feeds. 92.8, 93.3. You're at 92.7 now. You're checking back. So what? Yeah. Let's look at what you guys have. And let's keep it super loose. I probably just look at crypto today because that's really it's all going on. Yeah, what's up? Yeah, looking for the dot. Yes, my man. Yes, looking for the dot. That's right, Wayne. The dot is your friend. And we're almost there. I mean, let this thing fall for you. We've been saying that for the last 2 weeks, I guess. I mean, Tuesday, I was just like, we are in a vacuum, folks. I've been saying that for a little while. We're in a vacuum for the lamest duck that ever quacked. And that still has 12 more days of this guy. This guy. What a guy. Don't get me started. Want to look at Polkadot, or was that just yellow dot? I don't know. Here's Polkadot. I haven't looked at that forever and a day. Here's what I got for something like dot. Dot did a big move 4 to 11, and here we go, crypto. The unsustainable moves of crypto. Why maybe trade it rather than date it? Like this. Oh, it's like this. Off the cemetery low at 350, and then you go 4, almost 4x to 12, and there's a 70% retracement of that move already. Okay, that's you see that, then okay, we're probably that's not a move that was really material. And Polkadot, that is, you're 660 now. Why not just come back 580, retest the XA level back here, retest the bat pattern with another 886? Because it didn't really materialize too much. You barely broke out. I mean, you didn't break out. Sorry. You weren't able to take out that Briar bat. So all of that's just a thrust. Weekly, again, this is Polkadot. This is the first one I saw today. Yeah, I'm going to say 550. I'm gonna just say let it come back down 550. I'm not a fan. Okay, I'm not a fan, and 550. 550. Come back, retest these lows. This is an inconsequential move. Even though it went up 300% off the low, that's truly immaterial, lacking any significance relative to the larger breakout. What you need to see is, okay, low, inflection low, secondary low. Now, you can't expect anything from dot, and you take out the high. That will be all. Yes. What's up, Jake? Yeah, Celestia. We like Celestia. Okay, down at these levels, it's retesting here. It's almost ready. We're back at 460. That's what we said on Tuesday. And now we've got a shark. The shark came and went. I don't know what happened to that. Disappearing shark. Had the shark. Let me see here. There she is. The disappearing shark. 415 is hop level. And we were talking about like the 886 is like 457. Some of the bigger numbers were like 6. And we remember, off of the Celestia butterfly, we were respecting what was going on in Celestia. And we were saying, let's get down to like back down target 1, target 2, wherever we get a dot. Well, the dot came down here at 460, which is where you are currently. And I think that's, we need to see stabilization, recovery. So here's the trick on all of this. Okay, they're coming down, retesting the levels. We need to see, at a minimum, HSI, just the simple indicator, turn around. We might get oversold one more time. Pull up HSI, guys. And this is the easiest way to do it. Okay, if HSI looks like that, we're still heading down. I mean, I'm trying to simplify this to, make it as easy of a read as possible. HSI is going to be a leading indicator. That's how it was set up. That's how it was designed. And even if you go back to like, well, I don't know. I mean, you go back to the decline that went into mid-December. You had that oversold, and then it didn't do any kind of recovery until it turned back up. You go back here. Again, you go back to like early November or October. HSI was fully showing you what's going on before the price. And so until that can turn around, all right, it's close. It's hitting levels. The opportunity might, though, be a few more days away. Yeah, I like it, but get me HSI moving in the right direction. It's telling you there is still more to go. It has more digestion, if you will. Awesome. What's up, AC? I have no idea what dev is. DEVVE? Interesting. Never saw it before. Oh. That's pretty good. There's some strength. That's kind of like stronghold. Nice pattern up there. Bearish. Boy, did the nice type 1, type 2. Look at that type 2 return. I mean, perfect. Perfect type 2 return. I'll give this some props for not giving up much. Like there to there. I mean, that's a beautiful segment, type 2 return. But you are, just so I'm clear with you guys, so you do have HSI. And it's past the hop level 115, but HSI not only formed 2 days ago, yesterday it checked back. Today it's rolling down. Tomorrow, bearish candle, you will have a dot. You will have a dot. So that might be it for now on this one. That's it. It's kind of like this SUI. I've told you guys SUI is super strong. One of the strongest things I'm following. But we still have this. Okay, still have a recent HSI, so hence the pullback. 475-ish. We need something like, we need this to get thrown down and generate HSI or a dot. Anything like that? Not close, not yet. Not need to be patient on it, but can we get down here one more time? That's how I'd look at SUI, or maybe 4-hour chart. That's pretty, 4-hour chart's maybe a little nicer. And I said that last time. I think all these patterns and this current retracement, we should be monitoring on a 4-hour chart. And there you go, dot to dot. Bearish dot to bullish dot. There's the check back. It's all like around 460. So kind of a micro move to come for SUI. Can you turn it back and retest the pattern? I think you can. That's the type of action Bitcoin should put in over the next 2 days. You have a dot, you're checking back, you stabilize, and that's nice 20, 24 hours of price action, 6 4-hour bars. Turn that around and send it back up. Let the consolidation phase continue. But that's within that consolidation, that's where we are. A couple more, guys. Yeah, 93.5. What's up, Greg? Yeah, a 93.5, 93, 92.5. We're all in that area for sure. I don't want to hear about Polkadot unless he's writing another romance novel. Tell me that, and then Mitch and I will do an evening read of the Polkadot romance novel series. Are you kidding me? Like, how can such a respected guy do that? I mean, he's got a, I don't know why people think he's the, he's the shit, but I don't. Sorry, guy. Sorry, Tom. Take your butterfly statistics elsewhere because you're completely wrong, you idiot. And you heard that. I called him an idiot. Guy is an idiot. Has no clue. Did the whole pattern score on harmonic patterns of like saying harmonic patterns. Some of the patterns were like 27% effective. Was that in between writing romance novels? I mean, get out of here. It's a joke, people. I mean, I have learned to laugh at it. It used to get me really angry, and I've learned to laugh because I know, these guys completely are missing the boat. Put them on the boat and just set sail. Go write another book. Thank you. Yeah, I had to go off on that. Thank you. It's so funny. Justin wants to look at Ocean. Did we get down there, Justin? Did we get to Ocean's target? We talked about that on Tuesday. I like it. We're almost there. Remember, Ocean's really nice shark retest. It's like, I think we were dealing it. That was like 60 something last time. I was saying, come on back, retest 57-ish, maybe 56, and I expect that to happen. Ocean will give us a type 2, guys. And then when it does, we're in business. Okay, much like FET AI at 20 cents. I think Ocean down here at 55 or 50 will get a dot, and then that's the launch point. That's where we would look for it. So almost. Is it going to be too easy that these are going to set up perfect harmonic patterns? And then Trump's just going to hit office and everyone's going to go nuts buying the stuff. There's the shark. Off the deep crab on the daily for Ocean. Oh yeah, that's what this was. And here we go. it is amazing on the patterns themselves that many of these just, we look for a target one on, we were looking at this all along for target one, but what happens is they overshoot and then they go to target two because that's where the dot is. I mean, that's our confirmation HSI dot comes all the way down to 55, and that's what we're looking for. So there you are, retest 55, check back again 55, 55. Ocean at 55, not until. Just wait, be patient on it. That's like the other one. This is a little less known, this Ribbon Finance, and I've been saying, okay, let's look at 37 and wait for that check back because a whole bunch of things going on down there. Yellow dot retesting, that's 37, currently 35. Oh yeah, there's the other thing. It's a couple of back-to-back patterns on Ribbon Finance. Big bat, go to a small bear bat, come on back. So maybe tomorrow, or excuse me, yesterday was certainly day one to be looking, but might be tomorrow until we get this type of thing. You need HSI moving up. Price, it'll always precede price. The way that was designed, it's a relevant measure like RSI, but it doesn't happen until that turns around. So be it. So be it. It could be 32. But yesterday was day one. We've been saying 37 all along. I think some people jumped a little early on that, please. It's why we wait. And your retesting pattern. All good though. Greg says it's not tall enough to ride crypto. Yeah, I think oh man, I have to watch my words because if I really used the words I wanted to use, I'd come off sounding foul-mouthed. I just think crypto is a big circle party, I'll just call it that way, where all the crypto bros love to kind of celebrate every day. And if you say one bad thing of the possibility of any price going down, it's basically, blasphemy. And that's not. We're here to assess natural market dynamics, stair-stepping processes, go up, go down, stuff like that. Come on. GNR, yeah. Great song, Patience. Absolutely. Let's look at Jasmy for NB. What's up, NB? How are you today? Jasmy. They call that the Japanese Bitcoin. Well, at least they think they do. They think they are. What an amazing type 1, type 2 bat pattern that was. I know we talked about that at 2 cents. Went to 6. Went to 6 from, well, hop level was 154, and that was amazing. That was almost kissed back. It was early November, and then you go to 6 for the 4x. How much of that can you get? Can you get 3x of that? Because the measured level from dot to T2 would have gotten you at least a 2x, minimum 2x. But I know people are still sitting on this because they want it to go to 1 million. That's not how it works, folks. It's a stair step. Here's your stair step. The stair step process of, X, A, B, C, D again, and do it again. So come back down. You're down here like 618 again, another 618. It's like 330. Let me remove all of this. So this is not a bad start to potentially a long-term basing phenomenon. Here's your big first cycle realization move, 886 reset, dumps out, nice super base for 2 years. That's important. You got to hold 1.8 cents no matter what. So if you're really serious about Jasmy being anything, you're at 3.15 cents. Okay, cannot violate like 1.6 ever again. I mean, ever again. Just keep that in mind. And I would be looking at this little retracement. What's the 4-hour say? You got some dots. You got some patterns. Yeah, these lows pretty much need to basically, you need to be looking at lows right here. I will change that from 1.6 to 3.1. Basically, Jasmy needs to hold these lows. 3.15 cents has to be it. It might be worth a decent shot, but literally right there. Like you violate 3 cents, this thing's failed. And structure broken. Full reset again, another 886. So you're looking at a potential floor. It's got to be a floor right there at 3 whatever. 2.9 cents anything, and you dump it because it's going to take a lot more time than I would want. It's all right, but again, that was something we talked about all the way back here. It was a perfect type 2. That's the lesson. No pattern, nothing there yet. Yes, Echo Leaf, we are big harmonic pause. Big pause. Definitely. LG wants to look at Pepe, and I guess Elon didn't really move it all that much. There's the daily back down as those meme coins should. 4-hour shark, crabbish, flipping around there. Again, all of these with their dots. They completed 2 hours ago this morning. So basically, between now and our next show on Tuesday, this has to be the low. So what you're thinking about with any situation like this is, okay, these dots went in. We're retesting the open bar trigger. That's at 1758, currently 1735. With the whole deal of this 50 level, that's got to keep going. Like HSI has to keep going. And look at Amplified. Okay, that's back in the oversold. Not a good look. You might have like if you're not in this yet, good. No rush, because you probably need another bar or 3 or 4 bars. And that literally takes you to tonight before you even consider it. Before you even consider it. Best part about this is that you're above the 50. You need to hold the 50. I don't know. I just think these meme coins, I'm not going to be surprised when the Giga Chads of the world, and let's just look at Giga Chad, because this is the utmost, like, oh, they went to Coinbase. That's why they got pumped. Okay. That explains it. Giga Chad now on Coinbase, ready for the dump. Amazing. That was what? That was back in the 11. Jeez, if they can list a Giga Chad, then what else are they going to list? I mean, you just line up anything not on Binance and Coinbase in the top 500, they're probably going to migrate. But, my thing on Giga Chad and all of these, because they're such concept market FOMO driven, that it's probably going to be something like this. Full 886, way back down at 4.3 cents. Now 6.8. I'm not touching it. No thanks. No thanks, Chad. Good luck to you. Same with Murad or whoever the hell that guy is, the meme coin guy. I just think he's going to lead a lot of people really down a hole that they're not going to be able to get out of. That's it. I told you guys, with XRP, XLM, we did some major scaling back. Still long those. Quick look at XRP before we get out today. Look, it's holding up nice, but it's just where? XRP holding this high level. Okay, 270. I lightened up on a big chunk at 265, but I still have a fair amount. Same with XLM. Let me give you this on the 4 hour. Just the fact that it's at 230 or just even above $2, that's not a bad look at all. Where'd my dots go? Got no dot. Hold on, I gotta let me switch. Where'd you go? Let me bring this back. XRP. There's Bitcoin. Doing nothing. Let's go to XRP really quick though. XRP at 230, great. The number is 190. And oh, it did it. So XRP had the type 1. And look how stealth the 2 was. It popped right to 238 and rejected back down. So no confirmation, but that's going to need more work. That just is. Look, XRP is holding up above 2. That's a good thing, but I think it's kind of wants to sniff out that 204 level and come back down for a full retest against that Gartley on the 4-hour chart. There you go. That's a reason. And oh yeah, jeez. Now you got my attention. Talk about dot to dot scenario here. There's the dot from the bullish, and then you go bearish right here. So are we going to fight? Are you guys going to fight HSI dot, especially not trending? Like no longer in the aggressive trend. You are clearly 30 bars consolidating. Going to have to watch that. That dot is official by tonight on the daily chart. So do we go back to 204 now? And we just still ride this wedge. I mean, you're going to ride it. You're going to spend another 10 days. Maybe it's like this. Which way are you breaking that? Which way are you going to break that? I mean, that would be a beautiful bear flag. But we would need to turn the tide here. Yellow dot coming in on the bearish side says, not yet. Not yet. Couple more. You guys want to look at stocks today? You do? Triple dot on Generac. I'll look at that in a minute. Thank you, A. Farrell from Ireland. Shout out to my Irish folks. Great to see you guys. Yes, I'm like more than half Irish. So, word. From Carney, Ireland. I mean, of course. But we changed the K to a C. My folks did. I mean, my people have been coming over here. We did a genealogy thing. My family did the genealogy thing and found out that a whole bunch of interesting stuff. My peeps came over long ago. People that fought in the Civil War, fought in the Revolutionary War. Pretty crazy. 6 generations ago, something like that. And then it's like 10, 12 generations ago that they came over on the boat. But didn't we all? Anyway, ACT. Who's that for? I just saw you. ACT was, I forget who that was for, but there you go, ACT. It was for Flipovic. What's up, Flip? Flipovic was, I can't really do much for you here. Here's it's a brand new one, right? So what do we know about the brand new crypto? Did they do their 886 retrace? Like, there's the frenzy phase. Everybody piling in. B point right there. 618. Got Gartley flavor. 786 would be there. A little bit under. New lows around 21. Full 886 reset would be probably more my style. That's a Gartley on your ACT tether, but with these new ones, I prefer to see the 886. Like, come out, do the move, reset, do the harmonic reset of the 886, and then start over. So I don't like that arrow on this one. I can't offer much there in the way of being bullish, man. Couple more. Drift for Mr. Incredible. And drift is like this. I think I know what this is. This is another one of these. Yeah, just like the last one. Was that? Oh, wait, I think that was new on some other exchanges. Yeah, this one, even this one, it came out new on crypto.com. So there's the crazy spike, and then there's the 886 reset. Just like that. That's what I'm talking about. You need to see that happen on any brand new crypto before you take it seriously. Currently, I mean, drift, that's pretty crazy. 40 to 250 in a heartbeat over 2 days. Back to 116. I'm sorry, but you're going to have, look, this is a real, what's a good technical word to say? Shitty move up, unsustainable, just like a shitty thrust. That's a thrust move, and then here's your pure distribution. Here's where like 4 guys took about $10 million and said, let's run this bitch. And then they popped it, and then they started wiggling their way out. And so grind it back down, especially dot, HSI arrow, yellow dot, roll down, got oversold, little reaction back up, now go back down. And I wouldn't even touch it till you get oversold again. Nothing there on the long side. Nothing. I mean, 0. Yeah, I think Wayne said dot, meaning HSI dot, but why not start with Polkadot? It's been a while. What's up, Finance Finesse? He's saying, hey, Scott, based off the crab pattern formed, and according to the harmonics, can't we expect a bigger drop? From my understanding, we're in a pause. You mean on Bitcoin, probably. Yeah, we could. But notice how the Bitcoin crab pattern has got a lot of the properties of a pause. It's just a pause. It ain't a thing. It's a pause. It's like this. You know, there's the pattern. Okay, and there's 2 ways to violate a pattern zone. Time and price. And the crab did it here. Okay, there's all your confirmation was beautiful. We didn't get anything, any signal. Like, we didn't get a 50 breakdown. It was a delayed kind of move until much higher. We took out the hop level, which was 94, made the run to 108. I mean, it does matter that the weekly number, 102 number, was there. But still, there's the pattern completion. Here's the ideal 30 bar range that should go down. It's like that. Okay, ran out of time. That was December 11th. Today's January 9th. What's it do? Goes another oversold there. Okay, another potential sign that's all this is going to do is a sideways grind. Goes up, gets oversold with an HSI arrow. So be it. Now you retest that open bar trigger, which can happen. But you're really defined by those last 2 signals, last 2 arrows. And that's like 92 to 102. 92 to 102. I was saying 96 to 115 for a while. Okay, 92. Can you get something more? And I think what he's alluding to is, could you actually get a full type 1 to 76? Maybe. I mean, maybe if we don't hold exactly here at the 93.3, 92, whatever. What is that trigger at? That trigger's at 92.6, 92.7. Let's call it 92 to 93. We'll know by tomorrow. But this is a big deal. Like this is the check back I talked about on Tuesday, where if we are in a vacuum, then we should hit some kind of oversold trigger reading that finishes this, not only just this, but finishes really the whole pattern to where we can get it going again. Because the weekly scenario, you're up here at your 1618 and you have HSI. So going sideways in a digestion move is not to be thought as anything but normal. Do we still go higher? Yeah, after we clear through this area. Beyond that, the crab has lost a lot of its mojo, but we're still grinding sideways. Yeah. Big Mike saying, give me the full type 2 patterns. I agree, Mike. I think we should get that. Mohammed's asking, is the entry position 92? Let's get through today. I mean, you could nibble, but I'm not ready yet. Like in terms of time, no. I mean, the time just hit. Like the absolute ideal trigger check back move literally hit two hours ago. And that was the retest we were looking for on Tuesday. I said, yes, we could come down and maybe 96, hit some of those low patterns at 96. We have this bat pattern at 92.7. Now there's a dot on the 4 hour, but this is literally bar one of the first bullish consideration since Christmas. You believe Christmas was 2 weeks ago? Yeah. So the last time we had any kind of a bullish consideration that Bitcoin was going to go up was Christmas Day. And then it rallied into after the new year, and now we're back down again. So think of that as it's Christmas Day. Wait till the day after Christmas. You can return your gifts. I'm looking at that. And it still might only be like a minimum return to like 98. We could be stuck in this 92 to 102 for a little while longer while we are, getting through this vacuum lame duck session. Don't like lame ducks. Greg saying Bitcoin dominance is down 6% in 49 days. Total crypto market cap up 43%. Almost $1 trillion in 65 days. The conclusion, hundreds of billions are moving into the alt space. Yeah, but are they staying there? Not too many are staying there. A lot of them, like what we saw in Polkadot and others, they give them all back up. Here's Phantom, guys, and I've told you I wasn't going to play on that last cycle. Maybe I'll start looking to play down here, but not yet. Not yet. I'm not crazy about Phantom, honestly. I talked about in my group this week about Gala games because of I just came across something. Somebody sent me something about Snoop Dogg. He took the rap catalog. He bought Death Row Records, I think. So I'm not a rap guy, but I thought business-wise it was pretty smart. He bought the company, and then he pulled it off of Spotify and Apple iTunes, which I think is genius because those people are ripping off musicians left and right. And then he made an exclusive deal with Gala Games. I think that's a hell of a move. But at what price? And Gala Games, with this recent phenomenon, I think we're going to have to deal with this crab. There's a few things here, but right now it's a 1-2 crab, and target 2 on that crab is 2.4 cents, currently 3.3. I think I'll have to look at it there, even if Snoop Dogg is involved here. smoking fatties. But no, seriously, 2.4. That's where, look, that's a great story. And that's a total boss move. Take it to a crypto vendor and then, you just basically change the game. You change the game, homie. But no, but at the right price. Trade the market when it's ready to be traded. To me, love the idea. I love that could change the game, but at the price where the pattern's telling me, 2.4, maybe back to 2 cents on Gala. That's it. Couple more. We did SUI, Solana, Torrent. What's up, Torrent? Haven't seen you here before. Welcome. Do you have the software, Torrent? Let me know. Maybe I can help you out. Solana, what's the worst case scenario? It's 168. I think it's a buy anywhere under 200, but do we see anything here? We don't really see anything here. And in fact, last HSI was down on the weekly. Again, 168. It's begging to hit that. It doesn't, it's kind of a delayed move, but after a while, you recognize the patterns, even though that was an overshot. They just love to hit the targets. So worst case, 168. 168. And it's still 330 is still my target. No doubt 330 is still the target. We got this massive weekly deep crab on Solana too. Take note of that. That's 166. Yeah, this is like all of those patterns I'm seeing in the market right now. This is like Tesla. This is exactly like Tesla. Okay, Tesla's got a massive weekly crab. It's slowly making its way. It has to go to 340. It's currently 390. This go to 166 for Solana. That would be the buy point. I can't. I'm not going to fight it. I'm just not going to fight. Not this cycle. I am not going to fight the obvious. And I think Solana is a killer. I think it's, it is a top 5 forever crypto. Maybe it should be top 3. Should take out Ethereum. But at the right price. 166, my man. Couple more. IC wants to know about the SHIB. The SHIB is like Pepe. Do you have anything there? Like, do you have the software is really my question. IC, because it's not a difficult read if you do. Like, there you go. And we have Shark, bat to Shark to 50. So 2054 right there. That should hold. Why do I say should? Because it should be a Shark to 50. But we did generate an HSI on that last little reaction. So you got more work to do. Maybe it's down there. It very well could be right at that 205 level before it moves higher. A nice back-to-back patterns. My only the only condition or variation off of that is, let's say you don't stop at 2, like the 2 millionths of a penny or whatever the hell that is, and you break down and you don't stop here. Then you could do a full retrace. I think a full retrace could happen there. You full retrace, then you're back at 150, 120. Retesting the bat pattern. Like that. They're all these crypto are not created equally. That's the problem. What's up, Daniel? Wants to look at AVAX. Man, you guys are loaded with crypto today. Crypto on the brain cells. Here, AVAX is back at 36. Here we go with another crab pattern right off the top on the daily, defining the whole current framework. Target 1 was 41, but the dot was 36, and you needed to retest that, which you did today. The problem with it, not that it's a problem, it's just the fact. You have another HSI arrow right there. So that, whatever this was, it capped it. Are we oversold? No, not even close. You're going to have to go through time. That was actually, check out, it had this sneaky type 2. Target 1 down from there, 52 to 41, back up, and then target 2 would be 32. Yeah. Open triggers 35.63. Today's low, 35.55. It has to hold right here. Like, I would not want to see AVAX under 35 again, period. Because under 35, then it slips to 32. Under 32, when you start giving back everything from November already. They're not all like this, but a whole bunch of this crypto is giving back what it gained in November and December pretty quickly. And if we don't hold literally in the next few days on, depending on where you are, yeah, you're going to have more work, not less, to do to at least get oversold on the next one. You bought it at 32. Okay. I would say if it cracks 35, unfortunately, even if you rode it all the way up and rode it back down, I think the focus would be not to lose. Definitely. Greg says, pick an S coin, any S coin, and they look poised to take off. Maybe once BT breaks out. Yeah, BTC's got to do. It's still a BTC cycle, guys. So if Bitcoin's not going to do much, you can't really expect mass money to flow in here. That's all I got to say. Ethereum, really quick. I'm really not a fan. I'm really not a fan. I know it sounds crazy, and Ethereum's everywhere, but Ethereum is like America Online to me. It just feels like the America Online of crypto. And right now, coming off that alternate bat at 3,900 was the big 886. Remember that? It was a double 886. Not even. All time, not even 886. It was an 886 of that swing, and then it's like a 786 right there of the all time. You couldn't even post an 886. I think ETH is going to have to, you're going to need a dot. You're checking back today. If it's back at 3K, I'm not surprised. Even from a time perspective, you would need to see 2 bullish days. Like 2 green candles before I'd even say you're allowed to try to long it there. You check back. That was at 3,200. That was yesterday, and you still now need 2 more green days before that even goes up. So 2 more green bars, green days of action before that thing even accelerates. That's it. Couple more. Look at Akash and AIOZ. Yeah, I can look at those. Akash is back, retesting. Another one that did nice move. That was one of our featured players, featured T coins. And yeah, look at how the arrow was supposed to go up. We went back, but we didn't break the hop, and now we go for target 2. 290. HSI dot is 287 to be exact. That's where Akash is going. You're coming back for a T2 retest. That's it. and this yellow dot, really, really important. Like retest that at 287.5 and then talk to me. That would be like, let's retest that by Tuesday. AIOZ is a different creature, right? That thing has just I'm impressed. Okay, that held up, and there's the T2. Or was it? It was there was another AI stock. Hold on. Oh yeah, I'll get to that other AI stock in a second. Here's what you need. AIOZ did the 1-2. Flash down to 77, back to 97, back down to 77, up to 117. But what's lacking? Bullish HSI. You're going to have to get this thrown down. AIOZ's, you're 90 currently. Talk to me back at 77 or maybe even 61. Until that happens, you're watching. You're waiting. Remember PAL AI? We talked about that when it was crashing. It was like at 12. And this is a different creature. I'm impressed because, that was the shakeout. I remember we were on stream with that. And now you're back up. You're holding 43 cents. That's impressive. That reminds me of my stronghold. And stronghold, SHX, right here at 1.5 cents. And I got to think about this. I'm still long. And I actually want to add more, but maybe the market's going to come in a little bit. And I still say that my target is 5 cents that I want to see. I think 2.5 cents is reasonable. So that's another penny to the upside, or like 30% higher. But I'm watching. We've got a clear HSI red triangle pointing lower, warning, warning, warning. I might want to do a retracement, and I think that's maybe what's going to happen here. I haven't sold any. Should I sell some? Maybe. I need to see. Here's HSI out of the zone. That happens today. Amplified's coming down. Needs to crack the 50. That would need to crack the 50. So I'll watch it. I think we'll get through. Listen, I think we'll get through another day or two of all this stuff. And that's it. I mean, we're not in the spot. Am I still bullish on CleanSpark? Yeah, I'm down on that. I started buying that at 1097. 11 was the number. The real trigger was like 1030. I thought I had some acceleration going on there, but no. I got clipped a little bit. But I'm still long the stock. Maybe I'll probably double my position on that soon, but it'll be at like 9-ish. I'll let you know. I'm not taking the loss on that. That'll come back. Yeah. Eric is asking, is this a crypto channel? No, this is a harmonic pattern channel. That's all. What do I think about synthetic indices? Which ones? Which ones? Neil wants to look at Ondo while you're answering which synthetic indices. Ondo is one of these finance coins that, like Ribbon Finance and a lot of them coming down off a nice move. I still think there's a spot. Like you look at what CRV did when people thought that was left for dead. It went from 20 to $1. Ondo, similar deal. Amazing that was 50 cents in August and went to $2. Now at 124. I need to see some more stuff like this. HSI is not oversold yet, but Amplified is. Maybe we come down under $1. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, it needs a little time. Maybe bring that up on Tuesday and we'll check on it. I'm in no rush on these. Can you guys tell? Can you tell that I'm in no rush on making moves in the market at this moment, crypto or otherwise, because I know we're going to get fat opportunities. CXT, I've got no opinion. Sorry, man. Andrew's saying he's liking Maker. Should I like Maker? At 1470, that seems like a little, yeah, lower from where it was. It was at 2000 recently. So you're liking the retracement here. Daily. That was a deep crab. I'm not liking Maker. I'll tell you that. It did a type 1, and then what did it do? Did not give you any bullish confirmation. It went to target 2 at 1547 off of the initial reaction, and then there's a bearish HSI to point you lower. Don't fight that. I'm not a fan. You got to show me. You got to prove it to me. That's what's that saying? That's saying I have a red arrow for you. Despite what you think, I want to go lower. I am not done, basically reclaiming this whole move. So you say it's good at 1470. I'll say it's good at about 1100. It's just because we have this confirmation. I'm not fighting that counter arrow. This is one of the problematic crypto, or just the problem with crap crypto, and not saying specifically saying your crypto's crap, but it's a crappy move. And you connect dots like that. Like if you can connect dots like this and you get X, A, B's at a 618 for all purposes. 786 is 1300, 886 full reset, which is very possible. Is like 1160. I think it's 1300. Call it 12 to 1300. It's definitely not 1479. Definitely not. Get the software, man. Please. Andrew, I'm talking to you. Buy the software, or at least get the trial. Get the trial. Yes. You really should all get that. Not at Wells Fargo. Here. Get the software here. Trial. Send your TradingView username to hpc@sr-analyst.com. Andrew, do it now and get the free 30-day gold membership. That's the deal for the month. Couple more, guys. I'm running out of mojo myself. It's like 3 pyramids, kind of. Scott, if you bought shares in Riot, what would your price target be? I have not bought shares in Riot. I bought shares in CleanSpark, and I'm looking at Mara. If I bought shares in Riot at 10 and it went to 13, what the target is, I don't think Riot's not the same chart as Mara. 4 hour. Yeah, on yesterday we generated another oversold. Overbought trigger. So Riot is a little bit different. Yeah, I'm not as crazy at Riot as I am Mara, because Mara's got the sweet bat pattern. And you're back here, roughly 1702 is the XA level. We talked about that last time. Bring it down. Give me something. Give me a dot retest around 17. I mean, I still like CleanSpark too. Probably should have been buying it at 10 instead of 11, but I'll buy more. Remember, buy in chunks, sell in lumps. That means chunks are smaller than lumps. So buy smaller, sell large. Couple more. True. ADA is like this. Right back down to 90. Look, we're bouncing between. You're just not going to get away from it. We talked about the reaction last time on Cardano. We have these bats at 87 to 92. We had big resistance at 130, and we had this other bat 113. Put in a dot. You are one more 4-hour candle away, but that's not going to be this candle. Maybe it's under 90, but hey, if we were to get another dot, okay, much like we did here and much like we did there, then I would expect another run back to 113. Trade it, don't date it. Trade it, don't date it, because it's going to take time. I do think that Cardano gets to do the full 886 reset on the top side after we break 130. We have to break here at 130 to get to 886 land at 270. And not until. In the meantime, we're sideways to down with this immediate range, generally like 80, 81 up to 115. I think it's tradable. It's just you got some work to do. We did. What's up, Nick? How are you today? Welcome back. We just went through Clean Spark. Check that out. Couple more. You guys, man. Crypto crazies. Raleigh, let's look at gold in a second. Gold is up. Gold sideways to up. We talked about that on Tuesday. Pretty big. Grace, I'll get to your IQ in a second. Jesse wants to look at Zcash. It's been a while. I would love to see things like Zcash actually find a real bull trend. Zcash did amazing things. And Zcash looking like wants to go right back down. That was 65 or 70. And then we ran right into the deep crab. So we have to work through, we got to work this out. And I don't see anything on Zcash until a target 2 test at 37. It did do the 1-2, 1 and then 2. We haven't hit target 2 yet, but there's no dot, there's nothing. Like the only potential area where you would get a confirmation to end the type 2 reversal would be like $40 to $37. It's down there, unfortunately. Yeah, it definitely doesn't work with what everybody wants. Everyone wants this stuff to moon. I don't see that. I see this thing still in full retracement mode. And you're going to have to resolve some things to get the signals you want before it can be considered another long side. All right, you got 2 more here with Jupe and the other one, which is FET, and we already talked about AI. Jupe, I haven't talked about in a little while. Jupe back down. November's rally has been retraced 50%. Probably the worst thing about this is that you've made no real progress. There's a weekly. Now it just kind of a dud. Come back and retest 70. And then let me know again. That's Jupe. 70. Final one, FET AI. I think that's $1 too. We talked about why that needs to do the retest. Your 130, all the real stuff, like target 2 is off the crab as 129, and you have some dots here. But you have a larger Gartley pattern at 101. That would be the type 2. I'm telling you, this most recent, depending on what you're looking at, the fact that we actually got a counter HSI, like that HSI from 2 days ago, to send it down, that's a big deal. That's a big deal. So maybe 129, but I wouldn't even touch it until HSI could turn around. This is still pointing down. And I think it's maybe like back at $1. on FET. I didn't go in it, even though it ran up from $1 to 250. I just, I didn't see enough yet. The type 2 would be there. Yeah, you got it. Curtis, I know you put that in a while ago. Near Protocol is another one. That's a nice creature. You had the Gartley at 328. And here it was. We were looking at this a couple weeks ago. Real nice Gartley. Really nice. Almost perfect type 2. And then we went Gartley to bat. And we were looking for this from 8 down to 620. But the dot on the reaction didn't come down till 5. So if you want that to hold, 5 has to hold now. 5 has to hold. But again, you're in a show me type of mode. Okay, I need to see 1 or 2 green bars before I would even enter or thinking about that's an opportunity. It's not. It's just not. So let's look at a couple stocks really quick. SPY. I went through this on Tuesday, so not a lot to deal with, but Yellow Dot is trying to put in on the daily, and this is what we alluded to last time. I'm clearly watching that on the daily. That's a big situation. We're still in the weekly overbought zone. Okay, this larger zone. I mean, if you want to know the SPY numbers, 560 to 618. That's the range, and we could be as low as 560 and nothing changes, and we can be as high as 618 and nothing really changes. Versus the Qs, which I'm getting more inclined to this scenario anyway, that the butterfly here at 525, especially after yesterday, the day before, the best thing at this point would be a target 1 retest at 487. That would end the type 1 reaction officially. And then we could start thinking that this correction is over. But that's lower. In the short term, that's lower. And look, the 50 line never got fully oversold. Your 50 has not broken out. And the midpoint 50 on Amplified, these are all not in a spot where I would say it's, we should look for a bullish continuation. And we're in a retracement phase. Pure retracement phase. I don't know what that RB is. I saw something come across the screen. Daniel wants to look at RB robotics. And there's a lot of concept stocks. Yeah, doing stuff like that, double, triple. There's nothing I can offer you there. Nothing, zero. Nothing. It's just a straight up, come on back down, and there just not a lot going on there. So, no. And guys, here's the other thing about the low floaters like this. Low floaters are not really going to run unless the market is in a hard bull move. So if we were to hit that target 1 on the Qs and then turn up and do some kind of aggressive move, I would say, okay, you can fool around with these kind of plays. But I don't have much. I'll show you something I'm looking at currently, which is Verizon. It's slow mover, steady, oversold, big bat pattern down here at 39, literally just hitting now. All right, I'm watching that industrial stock, 39.24. It's a little overstretched, but I'm looking at that as something to consider, but I can't really expect the market to get going until it does. I mean, we don't hold 39, which we almost failed yesterday. Then a target 1 at 36.78 is probably assured. I like it. I like the idea of getting 6%, But is it 40 or is it 36? Is it 39 or is it 36.78? Something like that. We'll know in a few more days. A few more days. That would have to be the low. Yeah. Any nuclear stock? Not really. I like the UEC. I think this is a nice trender. Uranium energy if you're looking for a nuke play, but look, we have a Gartley back at 542. Could we come back and retest that? Here's one that we have talked about. This is UEC. The question was, is there any nuclear stocks to consider? And this is a real nice steady uptrend. Back in 2021, that was $1. That's $8 or $9. So you're down here at $1, super strong, but we still have type 1, shark to 5.0, failed butterfly, now a Gartley. Can we get something there? Maybe 542 on that. What was it? CCJ, Cameco. That's the biggest uranium play. I don't know. There's others, but they're not there yet. There's nothing. I don't have anything. Not anything on in particular. We just looked at the S&P. Take a look at Tuesday's session. Guess jeans, huh? Well, that's a nice retracement. 80% breakdown. I wonder why. Oh, it was a deep grab right there at 32. Okay, interesting. Yeah. Well, a couple of these patterns you're retesting. That's guess. 1369. I would look at that, but you need, are we oversold? Certainly. On amplified, HSI is not oversold actually. So that's still lower. Sorry. That might be more, it's not 13. It might be like 11 or 12. I think 11, maybe even 950. Not there yet. Really, really not a lot to offer. Yellow cake. What yellow cake are you talking about? Did I ever come back around to natural gas? No, I did not, Drip Dried. And I know UNG had a big pop recently, but it's the winter. It's January. There's your UNG. Right off the hop at 10, but nat gas is a fickle market. And it runs maybe 3 times, 4 times a decade. And ever since this run, we caught the run in 2020. But you've done nothing. There's so much supply of natural gas in this country, I don't think people realize. And the fact that we're not using it to its full advantage is a sin. They practically give away the natural gas. I mean, it's trading like, what's the contract price is like $3 a unit now. It just popped over through. Maybe it was like 2. Henry Hub natural gas, 374. But that's the winter. You're talking winter natural gas, and that's only because Europe is begging for it. There it is. 365 is the hop level. Not a heck of a lot here. Maybe somewhere around 250. Super long term. I just not a heck of a lot I can offer. I mean, it's different than say in the 90s or early 2000s when you had a lot of news to trade on. Ever since they discovered fracking, which was right around 2006-ish, 2007. If you're not aware of the fracking scenario in the United States, just look it up online. It's a very big deal. Really big deal for the United States. And they're able to tap into so much natural gas with the fracking of the last 2 decades that it's, you get a chart that looks like that. So no. Yeah, longer term plays. Yeah, AES, that's one for my people. I'm not going to get into that. I can't give everything away. But yeah, Halliburton, I don't know. Can we really buy that for Hindustan Aeronautics? That's pretty good, but that's not the one I'm looking at. Stocks, Halliburton, the old Dick Cheney, Evil Empire. Yeah, I mean, look, nice one, man. Thank you, Daniel. Appreciate that. Daniel always got great charts, so I'm willing to look. There's a type 2 shark pattern, and then 1 and 2. But I need confirmation there. Not there yet. See, the problem with that, without confirmation, maybe at best you get a reaction. So I think it's more like 23. I mean, we haven't looked at oil in for a long time, and oil just continues 72, $70, 65 on, I think it's WTI. My question is, what are they going to do with crude if it breaks 70? Because there's not much under the 70 handle until like 55. Like if you're in the 60s on crude oil, you might as well bypass that to where it's more like a $55 story. And that's, let's see. I mean, I know it's up slightly, but think about all the stuff that's gone down in the Middle East in the last 3 or 4 months, and crude oil still flat. Beautiful type 2, but running out of mojo because we're more than 30 weeks beyond this point. One or two more. What's up, Luigi? Wants to look at Neo. Meh. Can't do. No. Again, low floater. Why would you go there? I mean, I hear you, low floater, but I would rather wait for Tesla at 340. And so let me, again, back to the Tesla, because this defines everything we're doing. Love Tesla. I think Tesla goes to 600 in 15 months. Maybe 12. 12 to 15 months, you see a $600 Tesla. Certainly like 536 to 540. But where we are currently, and you lay over harmonic pattern framework, okay, we're in a clear type 1 retracement reaction like that, and you have to go to 340. 395 at the moment. You have to go to hit that level. I talked about how 382 dynamics can come in where to alleviate a natural 1618 extension. So from there to there, we had a beautiful 1618. The 1618 move is like just a natural extension cycle, price growth cycle. And what typically follows it is a 382 retracement. That's where you are. Go back to 340. And that's like so many of these. You're halfway there, more than halfway to there. And so you're in the market. And you're like, okay, I'm here in the market. It's beginning of the year. I want to buy. I want to go long stocks. I want to ride this thing. I want to have a great year. It's not there yet. It's just not there. We got to let that happen. Let it fall. Let it come into your lap. That's like 340, and then we'll look for confirmation. But like a lot of these stocks and crypto, they're doing this retracement digestion phase that you jump early, you're looking for guaranteed drawdown, and that's not fun. That's not what you want to do. Appreciate it, Greg. Yeah, hit the like, hit the subscribe if you're enjoying the show. We are here Tuesday and Thursday. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate it. Yep. And we cover realities like this, and we have to be real. We can't be rah-rah. I mean, rah-rah was certainly October, November, because we had signals. Now we have different signals that say retracement. We're in the retracement rah-rah, and we got to let that come down, satisfy the type 1, alleviate the digestion of the big move from 220. You guys know what I was saying down here at 170, and then what I was saying again at 220, and then 280, that was a big ass move. And now it's just a retracement of the big ass move. You have to come back down and satisfy this retracement. That's 340 for me. And I will wait. I won't do anything with Tesla till you get down there. And then when we get down there, I will look, because that would be the resumption point, especially with a DOT or an HSI oversold. So that's coming. Just get yourself aligned. Take the time right now. No rush, guys. Absolutely no rush. Okay? Please, patience. Let's check in with BTC after the fact. Let's let it get through today. And we literally start looking tomorrow. I thought maybe today would be the day where I said this on Tuesday, where I really thought we could resolve ourselves by Thursday. Well, we're literally just did it this morning. And on the 4-hour chart, that's the first bar. So we haven't resolved anything yet. We're retesting that dot. That's the big news. Okay, so it's more like 92 than 96. And I would still need to see green here over the next 24, 48 hours. But we'll come back Tuesday and we'll be able to know, hey, if we're even lower, so be it. But we're pretty clear on the condition of this current trend. We're still in a vacuum, okay? And that vacuum has 10 more days to go, and then we'll deal. All right? Guys, enjoy the rest of your day. As always, I appreciate you. And you know where to hit me up at harmonictrader.com to learn all about harmonic patterns. I'll be back on Tuesday.